Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video, and finally, we have details of when we can expect to see the Harsh Master GOUKEN coming to the game, and we have the countdown that is now in operation. So, if I just move along here, you can see that the usual, we get 5, 10, 15 and 20 tickets, so in total, if you count those up, 50 tickets for the pre-login for this event. This is not a share event, okay, so you don't actually have to go and share stuff. Basically, to get the unlock, is that what you want to call it, you basically want to do your dailies, okay, so you guys should be doing your dailies anyway, but if you're doing your dailies, you're going to get some additional rewards, which is going to be these points, which are going to obviously be for the exchange when it comes. You're going to get yourself some additional gems, which is good. If you're saving them up, you'll be able to get yourself more of these or some other things, and you're going to get yourself a sparse amount of breakstones. So all of those things are going to be pretty decent for helping you kind of get more rewards, okay? So with this is the same kind of login that we had for Evil Ryu, right? It's pretty much identical to Evil Ryu, so that makes me think that this event is probably going to function a lot like the Evil Ryu event, okay? So with the Evil Ryu event, we had multiple bosses. I believe we had 4 bosses, I want to say. I think that's right, I think we had 4 bosses, and I think possibly that was the one where we thought Trendy Kami, Vega, Akuma, and then Evil Ryu. I've got a funny feeling that is what that event was. So for this one, I'm thinking going along the same trends, we'll probably have a boss fight against, probably, as a guess here, I'm thinking Gen, I'm thinking Chun-Li, Athlete Chun-Li. Would make sense if we possibly fought Evil Ryu again, and then the man himself, GOUKEN. Obviously each of these fights will have different milestones and achievements and stuff like that, but I would expect it to function very much like that, you know. It's pretty cookie cutter, it will follow the same formula you would expect, which obviously means that you will have various missions which will give you tickets, you'll have various milestone rewards, probably but not guaranteed, free team fights. I would expect it to be free team fights, so guys, if you're not a fan of that, then unfortunately I don't know what to tell you. I feel like it's probably going to be that. I'm trying to think what the missions were in the Evil Ryu event, you know, that like the standard, what is the equivalent of Explore. Right now, off the top of my head, I cannot remember. I feel like it was that Battle Lust thing. I think it was actually. So maybe we'll have a return of Battle Lust, so that would be interesting. So what we'll need to do is, I will keep an eye on this day one. If they bring back special training to coincide with this, which, did we have that listed here? Update notes, special training. That would make sense then. We didn't have special training here listed. So on the next update, when GOUKEN's actually going to be added to the game, so 7 days from now, probably in 6 days from now, we will get a new set of patch notes. I would not be surprised to see special training pop up here, so we need to keep an eye on that, because if special training does get added, I would expect if we are going to have Battle Lust, which I think we probably will, you will probably be able to pick up more of the Battle Lust books from doing the special training events, so we need to keep an eye on that, because obviously Battle Lust did really push you to get more points. I would also expect there to probably be an EX that comes out with this guy, because that is the trend now, EXs all the way. So I would expect there to probably be an EX move that comes along with this guy. So Battle Lust will probably work the same way as Evil Ryu, where you'll have the standard set of missions and then you'll have the Battle Lust. There's 2 reasons I can see for that. One, again, it very much looks like they're just going to copy paste that event, and secondly, it allows them to advertise the Battle Lust, because you basically get to trial it in the event, and if you like it, then you can summon for it. Obviously, the developers haven't really cottoned on to the fact yet that if people aren't currently spending in the game, you're not going to convert them to spenders. I was speaking to someone, I won't say who, and we were discussing how, you know, I think a lot of the developer model seems to be they still think that they can convert free-to-play players into becoming spenders, and unfortunately I don't know if this is like a naive thing because they are kind of inexperienced when it comes to the global market, but the reality is if you take 1,000, maybe that's a lot, right, we'll say 100, if you take 100 free-to-play players who've never spent in this game, you'll probably find that they've never spent in any game and they don't spend in these games, period, and you're never going to convert them, because for some of them it's not even a financial thing, it's just a point of principle. They will not spend in these games. So I feel like it's a bit of a futile pursuit to try and convert those people into becoming spenders. So whether or not advertising your EX scrolls or whatever, your EX move in an event is going to convert to sales for you, I highly doubt it, to be completely honest. But I still enjoy these events, I've got to be honest. I do like these events. We do get decent ticket income. Speaking of ticket income, I told you guys in a previous video, I was going to hold myself to buying these every single day, and I was not going to use any of them. Now again, remember, I do have the advantage that I did win this last time and I'm progressing this time, so I'm fortunate enough to get some extra tickets, but I have been holding them and I have been saving them, like I said, and I'm going to keep doing that until the turtles come. I'm currently up at 195, so I'm not like flexing or anything. I said in a previous video I was going to use you guys to hold me accountable, so there's where we are on those tickets, still doing that. So obviously we're going to get some more from this event. Hopefully, if I get decent performance in the missions and stuff, and the battle, whatever they decide to call it this time, I'll get some more. So if you guys are saving and if you guys are holding, stay strong. GOUKEN will probably try and tempt you to use your tickets, but what I will say, and I'll say this right now, is these tickets here, 195, if there is no pity implemented, the coded pity in the game is around about 25 multis. These do not even guarantee me one copy of the unit should I decide to go for GOUKEN. So I'm not doing it, right? I'm not doing it. In a lot of games you would think, wow, that's a decent amount. If the luck is not shining, it's not going to go anywhere for you. So I am just going to use this event to keep stacking. I'm not even going to chase one copy, which is something that I would normally do. I'd go for one just to kind of pad the account. Not doing it this time. I'm just going to hold out, keep going. If the turtles come out and we can't use these tickets, which would blow my mind, but here we go, then I'll use them on something else at that point. But I'm taking a wait and see approach just now. So even if this guy is uber busted, which we will take a look at, even if he's uber busted, I am still not going to touch him. So we'll see how it plays out. But anyway, finally, we know when the event's coming. The event, interestingly enough, is going to end in the beginning of August. Again, in one of my earlier videos, I did speak about, I believe that they will announce the collab at EVO. So it kind of all lines up that probably we're going to be looking at the little mutant boys coming at the start of August. So not long to go if that's what you're waiting on. But if you've been waiting on this man here, now is the time. Anyway guys, I've been Hayzink, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.